Welcome back to JJ Center DIY channel. This video is for information only. Do it at your own risk. All right, when your car is 100% dead, there's no activity, you can't open anything. Luckily I had a window down, so I was able to open a door. But when you have that, what you need to do is basically pull this little plastic off. You don't need a screwdriver or anything. You can just push a little on the top and it'll come out like that. And as you can see, you should have two terminals, positive red and negative black. If you put any 12-volt battery in here, a car battery or even a 9-volt battery, it'll pop the trunk. That's what we would do in this case. In this case, what I'm using is a regular 12-volt power supply. Just came off of an old CCTV camera, I believe. Just cut the wires out and plug that other side and hook these two up like that. And pop, trunk is open. That's how you do it. Pop, just like that. Once you get that, then it's a good sign. So what we're trying to achieve is, to see if the 12-volt battery is down, if we have to replace it, or sometimes it goes into a protective mode. In that case, you can reboot the battery separately from the car. So in order to do that, you need to disconnect the battery, power the car with something else other than that battery, which means an alternate battery, and then hook it back up and it should work. So let's try that. First thing we need to do is take the front off. You're like, oops, that's a big work. Not really. I'll run it step by step, so it's super easy. All you need is a 10mm socket. Okay, so we're going to take 4 screws out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bolts, 10mm. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, just that size. All 4. Just tossing it into the trunk for safekeeping. Okay, and then to the right side, the front is connected with 1 clip out here. All you have to do is pry a screwdriver down in there, lift the top off just like any other clip, and you should be able to wiggle and pull that clip right off. Okay, the trunk is actually free right now. You can lift it. There will be some clips holding here, here, and here, here, which will automatically come off. Before we do that, there's 1 wire attached to this button. So let's take that off. The way to do that is, let's see if you can pop this panel open by doing that. There's 3 clips. It's a little tight, but generally it'll come off. See? So 3 clips. Comes off right there. See the wire? What we're going to do is put this panel into that hole so the trunk can come out and the panel can stay. Okay? All right, so we lift the front. You definitely need 2 hands, but you get the idea. All you're doing is lifting this whole piece just like that. See? Easy peasy. Okay, I did it. Lifted it right off with 1 hand. There you go. Okay, now if you have the all-wheel drive or dual motor, you have the HEPA filter thing right here. In order to take that off, it's just 2 more bolts, 10mm, 1 here, and 1 on the other side, right here. Okay, once you take that off, don't lose them. Now we should be able to just pry this right off. Before that, I forgot to mention this cowl is just a snap, snap, snap that was on top here. That is just to get this exposed. I didn't show that, but just imagine it was right there. Okay, those two bolts off, and gently you can pull that off as well. Now you can clearly see the battery. And here is the lithium ion 12 volt battery. And you can say right here, it says 12 volt lithium ion. And this is the one that's gone into a protective mode. So we're gonna lift this little retainer, pull the black part out, and then you can lift it up. So right now, this battery is totally disconnected from the car. And if you want to replace the battery, of course, you will take these bolts off and put in the new one, and then you can replace it. However, in most cases, the battery doesn't actually go bad. It's just going into a protective mode and it shuts itself down. In order to reboot that battery, you need to provide some sort of a 12 volt connection into this circuit, which means from here to the ground. So without the battery, we are providing a regular battery, let's say. So we are hooking up a regular battery to this positive and the car's negative, and see if the car wakes up. Once it wakes up, you can reconnect this, and that would initiate the car's waking up process, or coming out of the protective mode process. Okay, after we disconnect the battery, here are the battery terminals, but you cannot do anything with that because it went into the protective mode. So what we're trying to do now is wake up the car first. So in order to do that, just using a motorcycle battery, you can use any battery, and basically using that battery, connecting the negative here. You can do that here or there, or any good ground connection. And then the positive I'm hooking up to here, to the car. And you can see the good news, it'll make some sound. See, the car is rebooting basically. Great sign. And the screen is waking up. Whew, the screen was completely dead without any movement, anything. So now the car is basically waking up, right? So in theory, once the car wakes up, the high voltage battery will start to run the car temporarily. And in the meantime, if I plug in that 12 volt battery again, the car should just come out of the protective mode and business as usual. So let's see if that's the case. Here saying electrical system power reduced, it also said 12 volt battery is disconnected, unable to charge and all that stuff. All right, so I believe the car is restarted at this point. So I'm gonna take the risk. It's only like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna detach everything and reattach the 12 volt battery and see what happens. Okay, to detach, mainly I'm gonna detach the power first and the negative. Okay, quickly put this battery back. Put that black. That's it. And make sure we get this battery out of there. Okay, and this was just a motorcycle battery, but if you have any battery or jump starter, whatever, gives 12 volts, it should work the same. So basically tricking the car to think that it's got an alternate battery, and then hooking up the correct battery so that not only get its voltage but also get its BMS, whatever communication it does. And Tesla can do communication and see what each cells within that is, and we can go check in the service mode, and we'll do that right now. All right, next we go into the software tab and hold on to the Model Y. It'll say, please enter access code, and you type in service. So that gives the service mode, which puts a big red lining over, And here we just go into the low voltage because that's the battery we just messed with, and see the power distribution part, and everything is green. That's all you're looking for. If it's not green, let it run through a learning process. You can see here the state of charge is 91%. Usually it's around 80% to 90% range, and 15.7 volts, which is perfect. You can click one of these to see how much voltage is in each module, and see if you put a new low voltage battery, then you would just do learn new battery, hit that and follow the prompt. If it's yellow, do the same, learn new battery, and then from that point on you will run this particular process and it'll learn. Right now we're not doing that because everything seems to be good. It was just going into a protective mode and not a bad battery or a replacement battery. Finally, you can just exit your service mode by just holding that exit service mode button. So that's it. Your car is alive now. We can drive. Hopefully the video was helpful, and hopefully if there is anything else wrong with the car, you just take it to Tesla. But this is a simple one. If you're stuck outside, this is a good way to fix that. So hopefully it was helpful. Please give a like and see more content like this in this channel. Okay, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.